Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wrigley Field in Chicago, where tonight we will bring you again live coverage of MLB Dream Season, and it will be, folks, the Chicago 2016 Chicago Cubs taking on the 2022 the 2023 Texas Rangers. Should be an exciting night of baseball here from a very bad conditions of Wrigley Field in Chicago. So give me 1 second here. We'll go ahead and get our group ready to go and ready to play ball from Wrigley Field. So let people come in hopefully and enjoy the show if they can, and then we'll kind of go from there, and hopefully we can get some people in and ready to go for the exciting afternoon we'll have. Hey, Ben, how are you? Hopefully you can hear me tonight. Tell me if you can, if everything sounds good. This, again, is a little bit different of recording studio I'm trying. Glad you're here, so I have somebody to be seeing my chat, talk, and stuff like that. Hopefully we get some few people here as the normal broadcast tonight. There wasn't one, so hopefully they'll come join me tonight in mine. Again, on the mound for the Chicago Cubs will be Jake Arietta, and on the mound for the Texas Rangers will be John Gray. Let's see if it's a bit soft. Okay, on that meter. Hang on 1 second. We'll see if we can raise my volume up a little bit higher for you. I'm already up to almost, let's bring up to 95 or so, and then we'll speak a little bit louder here at the broadcast center. Hopefully that will sound a little bit better. I'm watching my video right now, and hopefully it doesn't skip too much or die. All right, so let's go to the game. We got some injuries to deal with today. The Chicago Cubs basically have lost their middle infield for this series, and that would mean they lost Javi Baez and Addison Russell, so they'll be without them. Here is the Cub defense. It will be Amora, Fowler, Hayward, Bryant, Zobrist, Kawasaki, Rizzo, Contreras, and on the mound is Jake Arrieta. Arrieta 1-0, pitched a one-hitter in his last start, went 6 innings, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Here's the lineup for the Texas Rangers. Marcus Semien leading off at second, Corey Seager at short. Batting third is left fielder Carter. Batting fourth is Aroldis Garcia, batting fourth in right field. Mitch Garver batting fifth is your designated hitter. Heim is batting sixth, is behind the plate. Nathan Lowe batting seventh at first. Zhang batting eighth at third. And Leona Taveras is batting ninth in center field. So Arietta is ready. Simeon is ready. Cubs Rangers here in MLB Dream Season, and we're ready to go. So here's Marcus Semien. He'll be first. He's hitting 333, 27 at bats, 6 doubles, a home run, and 6 runs batted in. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta with the windup, and here's the first pitch. And struck him out. So a big strikeout for Arietta, the first batter. Here's Corey Seager. He's hitting 350, 1 home run, and 4 runs batted in. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta with the windup, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a line drive caught by Kawasaki for the second out. Now, unfortunately, with Wrigley Field being the way they are today, it's horrible field conditions, rain all over the place. Ballpark singles are out of 1. Ballpark home runs to a left-handers is 0. And right field and right-handed hitters can hit a ballpark home run on a 1-4. So bad conditions all over here at the ballpark. Here's Carter, the rookie designated hitter, hitting 227, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta with the windup. Here's the pitch. And he walked him, so Carter's on first. Now Arietta does not hold runners well at all. Let's see if Carter can get a jump. 11% says he can get it. Ooh, he's still 60% chance at trying. So he'll step off. He'll see if he can get a lead. Here's Aroldis Garcia. Garcia, the batter, hitting 182, 3 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a line drive, and that will be caught by Zobrist to end the first inning. Let's go to the bottom of the first inning. It's Rangers nothing. Here come the Chicago Cubs. So the Cubs will start off with Fowler, Kawasaki, Rizzo, then Bryant, Hayward, Solar, followed by Zobrist, Contreras, and then Almora. They have a makeshift team. Baez is going to be out for about a game, and Addison Russell is still coming off a little bit of a lengthy injury, but his injury time should be over soon too. Both teams coming at 5-1 on the regular season. On the mound for the Rangers, John Gray. He went 1-0 in his first start, went 6 innings, giving up 5 hits and no runs, and struck out 6. So here's Dexter Fowler hitting .250, no home runs and 4 runs batted in. Hine puts down the sign. Gray with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strikeout to Fowler, 1 away here in the first. So now here's Kawasaki. He gets the start today, hitting .250. He's 1 for 4 right now in the regular season. Hine puts down the sign. Here's the pitch from Gray to Kawasaki. And that's a ground ball back to the mound. Gray's got it. He throws it to low covering, and there's 2 away. And now here's Anthony Rizzo hitting .188, 1 home run and 7 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter. Hine puts down the sign. Gray with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball center field. Tavares is coming in on it, comes in and makes the catch. And the first inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, go to Cubs. Texas nothing, Cubs nothing. We go to the second. Okay, I know it's loud, but that's the thing, though. Do we want sound? I want sound on the swinging of the bat, the crack of the bat sounds, and the dice. That's the thing I do want in this game. I do want to have that, even as overpowering as they are. I'll lower the game sounds and see if it still brings me out much. So hang on 1 second. I'll lower that down a little bit. And then let me go to my control center and see what I can do with my sound. Give me 1 second. I can go ahead and that mutes me. Here we go. Let's see. How do we change? We want to change. I may want to change my mic a little bit. Hopefully, I'm not running off the webcam mic. I don't think. Give me 1 moment here to kind of looking into it. Let's see. And I can go into tools. Let's see. Give me 1 moment, folks. Let me go ahead and at least full with this for a second. I'll see if we can make things better here. And we want to go to, let's see. All right. Noise suppression's off. Let's see. We'll play this for now because I don't want to be too much into this. But right now we're in the top of the second, no score. That almost hurts. Okay. All right. Yeah, I lowered it. Let's see what it does. So here's Garver, 333, 18 at bats, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta with the windup and the pitch. And that's a strikeout there, 1 away. So Arietta gets a strikeout. Now here's Heim, the catcher. He's hitting .182, 2 doubles, no RBIs. He's a left-handed hitter. Contreras puts down the target. Arietta with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a liner. And this ballpark is not going to give up base hits. Kawasaki with the play, and there's 2 outs. So now here's Lowe so far hitting .273, no home runs, 2 RBIs. Left-handed hitter with some power. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta with the windup, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a walk to Lowe. So Lowe is on, not much speed. And now here's Jung, much better hitter against left-handed pitching, hitting .182, a double and 1 RBI. Contreras puts down the target. Arietta from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's a base hit for Jung. So Lowe will go first to third, and the Rangers got first and third and 2 outs. So now here's Leone Tavares. Tavares to batter. Sign. Arietta working from the stretch. First and third, 2 out. Pitch to him. And that's going to be a strikeout for Tavares to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Texas, nothing, and the Cubs, nothing. Bottom of the second here at Wrigley Field. Got some people here, folks. If you want to come in, please say hi. I appreciate it. Please hit like. If you're not a member of the broadcasting team, please subscribe to the network. Here is Chris Bryant hitting .435. Good start on the year. A double home run and 6 runs batted in. Heim puts down the target. Gray with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a strikeout for Bryant as John Gray gets another one, his second of the afternoon. So with one out, here is Hayward. Hayward hitting 200, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Talking about a waste of a contract. Left-handed hitter. Hine puts down the target. Gray with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball sky to left field. Carter is there. He'll scoop in under it and make the catch, and there's 2 outs. Again, this is the 2023 Rangers versus the 2016 Cubs here at Wrigley Field in Chicago. So 2 outs, and here is Solar. Boys, he had a tough start. 25 at-bats, only hitting .40. 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Hine puts down the target. Gray with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that will be a strikeout for Solar. Strikes out again. So the Cubs go 1, 2, 3. Let's head to the top of the third. No score between the Rangers and the Cubs. So now here is Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So far, Jake Arietta has walked 2 and struck out 3. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a strikeout for Arietta, his 4th of the ball game. So Arietta having himself a start. So here's Corey Seager. He's 0 for 1. And he's put the bat on the ball so far early in the year. He's 7 of 21 with a double and a home run. Seager, left-handed hitter, tremendous power on this season. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta with a windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a walk to Seager. So Arietta puts a man on. Seager only 2 stolen bases on the year. He has 1 already this year. We'll see if Seager may want 2 stolen bases. 8% chance he can get it. And he doesn't. So Seager will stay at first. And they will hold him on. Runner on first, 1 man out. Here's Evan Carter. So far, Carter walked his first time up. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's a strikeout for Arietta, his 5th of the ball game. So with 2 out, that's the third out. I know it's 2 outs, and here's Ardolis Garcia. Garcia lined out his first time up. 2 outs, top of the third, runner on first. Rangers Cubs just getting started here at Wrigley. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta from the stretch, and here's the pitch to Garcia. And that's a ground ball to short. Zobrist, he gives the Kawasaki and ends the inning. So the Rangers go out. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the third. Texas nothing, and the Cubs nothing. Bottom of the third here at Wrigley Field. So now here is Ben Zobrist. Zobrist, the batter, hitting .400 through 20 at-bats, 3 doubles and 2 runs batted, and will switch, hit and bat for the left-hand side against John Gray. Hine puts down the target. Gray looks in, and here's the pitch. And Gray will hit a liner, but it's caught right at Semien. So again, Semien hit it hard, but again, the ballpark singles do not help you when you're a 1 right now. So 1 away, and here's Wilson. Is it Wilson? Which Contreras are we playing with? Let's find out which Contreras this is. It is Wilson Contreras, Wilson. Right-handed hitting catcher. Hine puts down the sign. Gray looks in. Here's the pitch to Contreras. And that's a ground ball to short. He hit it hard. Up to Seager. He picks it up and throws a strike to low for out number 2. So with 2 outs, here is Amora. He gets the start today, first start of the year. He hit .277 during the 2016 season. He'll bat from the right-hand side. Hine puts down the sign. Gray with the full windup and pitches. And that will be a ground ball to third. Picked up by Zhang. He's got it. Throws it across to first, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. Go to Cubbies. Let's head to the 4th. It is Texas nothing and the Cubs nothing. Top of the 4th inning here at Wrigley Field in Chicago. What a ball game, folks, here in Chicago. It'll be Garver, Heim, and Lowe to bat. So Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta looks in. Here's the pitch to Garver. And that will be a ground ball to short. Picked up by Zobrist. He's got it. Tough play for Zobrist. He'll throw it across the diamond, and he does. He threw him out. Good throw by Zobrist. One away. Here is Heim, the batter. Heim, the hitter, lined out his first time up. Rangers only with one hit in the ball game. They have the only hit. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta with the windup. Here's the pitch to Heim. Heim, line drive down the line. He hits it the opposite way, right at Bryant for out number 2. 2 outs in the fourth, and here is Nathaniel Lowe. So here's Lowe. He walked his first time up. Top of the fourth, nobody out. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta looks in and deals. And that will be a base hit left field. Second base hit for the Rangers. So Lowe is on first. Again, not much speed. He'll see if he can get a lead with 2 outs. And here is Jacques Jung. So Jung, the batter, will see if Lowe can get a steal. Very limited chance. He doesn't get the lead, so he'll stay at first. So now Contreras puts down the sign for him. Arietta working from the stretch to Jung. Here's the pitch. And that's a line drive, and it's caught. Oh, he had the best opportunity there, and it was caught by Zobrist in midair. Rangers will strand 1. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's Texas nothing, and the Cubs nothing. Out-of-town scoreboard, let's take a look tonight. So far, it is the Diamondbacks, is the Angels over the Blue Jays 2-1. It is the Nationals over the Rockies 4-2. It is the Mariners over the Indians. I think we'll see that one tomorrow night on the Saturday night broadcast 2-0. It is the Braves leading the Padres 2-1. Diamondbacks over the Dodgers 2-1. It is the Rays over the A's 4-2. Royals and Giants no score. White Sox lead the Pirates 2-0. And it is the Brewers leading the Cardinals 1-0. Brewers still looking for that illustrious first win. Cubs will bat. Fowler, Kawasaki, Rizzo to bat for the Cubs here in the fourth. Heim puts down the target. Gray with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a strikeout. Oh my goodness. Gray, another strikeout, his 4th of the ball game. So now here's Kawasaki. Cubs in danger here. You can see they're not getting good swings. 1 for 5 in the ball game. Kawasaki, left-handed hitter. Heim puts down the target. Gray with the windup. Here's the pitch to Kawasaki. Walked him, and Gray walks another one. So that was his first walk, actually. First base runner, I believe. First base runner for the Cubbies. So now here's Kawasaki. And now here's Rizzo. He's 0 for 1. Flied out his first time up. Heim puts down the target. Gray working from the stretch. Kawasaki on at first. He may go for it. He goes for the lead and doesn't get it. So Kawasaki will hold at first. Rizzo choking up on the bat. Heim puts down the target. Gray from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. That should be 2. Lowe gets it. Goes over to Seager. Back to Lowe. Double play. 3-6-3. And we head to the top of the 5th inning with no score. Texas 2-0. And the Cubs 0-0-0. We go to the 5th. Good ball game here at Wrigley Field. So now it's going to be Taveras followed by Seaman and Seager to bat here in the 5th. Taveras 0 for 1. Again, rain coming down hard. They're not going to cover right now. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta with the windup. Here's the pitch to Taveras. And that's a ground ball in the hole, shortstop. Zobrist will get it, comes up clean, throws a strike to Rizzo, and there's one away here in the top of the 5th. Here's Simeon. He's 0 for 2, couple strikeouts. He's a free swinger, good speed, good power from the leadoff spot. Contreras puts down the target. Arietta looks in. Here's the full windup to Simeon. And Simeon, that's trouble. Fly ball left field. He may not need the wind here. Fowler is back on his horse. He's going to run out of room. It is gone. Marcus Simeon. And that is his 6th. That is his 2nd home run of the year. and the Texas Rangers lead it by the score of 1-0. So now here's Corey Seager as Marcus Simeon crosses home plate, gets the high five from Seager and Carter. So 1-0 Rangers. Contreras puts down the target. Arietta with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strikeout for Arietta, his sixth of the ball game. So with 2 outs here in the fifth, here's Evan Carter, 0 for 1, walked in the first, struck out in the third. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Carter. Ballpark home run. That is not going to, or that's a ballpark lefty. Hayward back, doesn't have to move, makes the catch. That ball is not traveling here in Wrigley. At least not there, it didn't. We played 4.5 the score. Texas 1 and the Cubs nothing on a home run by Marcus Simeon. So bottom of the fifth right now. And now batting for the Chicago Cubs will be Chris Bryant, followed by Hayward and Solar. Hine puts down the sign. Gray looks in for the windup. Here's the pitch to Bryant. And that's a base hit for Bryant. First base of the ball game goes to Chicago Cubs. Hello, Doug Hunt. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the broadcast. So Doug Hunt comes in and a base hit for the Cubs. First hit of the ball game. So now here is Jason Hayward. 0 for 1, flied out. Hine puts down the target. Gray from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hayward. And Hayward struck him out. Big strikeout for John Gray, his fifth of the game. So the fifth strikeout for Gray. 1 out here in the fifth. And now here is Solar. He's 0 for 1. Struck out his last time up. He struck out 10 times already in 26 official at-bats, only hitting .38. Hine puts down the target. Gray from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Solar. And that's a strikeout for John Gray. Gets him looking on the inside corner. That's his sixth. 6 strikeouts for Gray. 2 outs in the fifth. And now here's Zobrist. 0 for 1. Lined out his first time up. Hine puts down the target. Gray looks in. Bryant to get a good lead now off first. Here's a pitch to Zobrist. And that ball's a walk to Zobrist. And the Cubs have 2 on. First and second, 2 out. Cubs trying to get something here with 2 outs now. And it's going to be Wilson Contreras. Grounded out his first time up. First and second, 2 outs. Hine puts down the sign. Gray working from the stretch. First and second, 2 out. Pitch to Contreras. And that's a catch-ax. Let's see what happens here. That is Hine. Does he make the play? Yes, he does. A pop-up behind the plate. Makes the catch to end the inning. Cubs strand 2. Let's go to the top of the sixth. Texas 1 and the Cubs nothing. Texas 1 run, 3 hits and nowheres. Home run by Simeon in the top of the fifth inning. And the Cubs have no runs on, 1 hit. Let's head to the sixth inning. Garcia, Garver, and Hine will bat for the Rangers here in the sixth. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta with the windup and the pitch. And that's a strikeout for Garcia. 7 strikeouts for Arietta. So Arietta, strikeout number 7. And now here is Mitch Garver. Garver 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta looks in. Here's the full windup and the pitch to Garver. And that's a base hit for Garver. So Garver's on. First base hit for him, and the Rangers got their 4th hit. Run first and 1 out. Arietta now takes the mound, pitches to Hime. Hime's 0 for 2, couple ground outs. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta working from the stretch. Garver no really threat to steal. Here's the pitch to Hime. And that's going to be a catch-ax behind the plate. Let's see what happens here with Contreras. He's a 3-3. Does he make the play? No, it's a pass ball by Contreras. So Garver goes to second with 1 out. Now Hime gets a chance to bat with the runner in scoring position. Contreras puts down the target for him. Arietta working now from the stretch. Garver on at second. Not much foot speed. And the pitch pops straight up. Major league pop-up. Zobrist is there. He'll call off Kawasaki. Calls off Bryant. Waits. Makes the catch. And there's 2 outs. Major league pop-up there for Zobrist. 2 outs in the sixth. for Nathan Lowe. 1-for-1 in the ball game, singled. That was a single back in the 4th inning. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta working from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Lowe. And Lowe hit the line drive. The deep right field, but the ball won't go there. Kawasaki puts it down, makes the catch. Ballpark single thwarted by the weather conditions. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is Texas 1 and the Cubs nothing. So again, great pitchers duel here and a bad night for baseball. Hope everyone's having a good night so far. Rangers 1-4-0 and the Cubs 1-0. Both teams coming at 5-1 records. Cubs offense has been has been dealt with some injuries with Baez and Russell out of the lineup, but they should be back fairly soon. They were not real serious injuries. So here is Amora. He'll bat. He's a right-handed hitter. He'll be followed by Fowler and Kawasaki. Hine puts down the sign. Gray from the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a strikeout on Almora. Strikeout number 7 for John Gray. So 7 strikeouts for Gray in 5 1/3 innings. And now here is Dexter Fowler. He's 0 for 2. Couple strikeouts. Hine puts down the sign. Gray with the full motion. And here's the pitch. That will be a ground ball down the second. Simeon's got it. Goes to first, and there's 2 away in the 6th. So now here is Kawasaki. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. He so far has grounded out and walked. Hine puts down the sign. Gray looks in. Here's the pitch. And that will be a liner for a base hit for Kawasaki, like a motorcycle. So second base of the ball game for the Cubbies. They have run on first in 2 outs. And now here's Anthony Rizzo, a tough hitter. We'll see if we can get Kawasaki in scoring position. Does he get the opportunity to? No, he doesn't. He'll stay at first. Runner on first, 2 outs, and here's Rizzo. Rizzo has flied out and grounded out into double play. 2 outs in the 6th. Texas leads 1-0. Hine puts down the sign. Gray working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Rizzo. And that's a base hit for Rizzo. Kawasaki will go first to third. He'll get a good jump. He'll go to third, and it's first and third favor of the Cubs. So now the Cubs with an opportunity, and Gray is now officially tired. So now a fatigue hit will knock Gray out of the ball game if we keep him in. So now here's Chris Bryant. Bryant is 1 for 2 with a single. Cubs have only had 3 hits. They have the tying run sitting at third and Mr. Kawasaki. Hine puts down the sign. Gray from the stretch. First and third. Here's the pitch to Bryant. And that's a hit him. Oh, it hit him inside. Bryant takes first, and the Cubs have him loaded with 2 outs for Jason Hayward. So Hayward, the batter, 0 for 2, fly out and strike out. Cubs with the bases jammed now. Gray to stay in. Let's look at Hayward a little bit. Ooh. Hayward, let's see what the Texas Rangers will do. Do they have somebody? Do they have a lefty? And they do. Got a couple guys who can get some guys out. So let's see. They'll go to one of their high-end relievers, Burke. He's a lefty, and he will come in for John Gray. Again, it's a modern team. Getting out of the 6th inning is difficult. So Burke is the new pitcher. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and he'll pitch to Hayward here. So Hayward will swing. Hine puts down the sign. Full count to the batter. Here's the pitch to Hayward. And that's going to be again, fly ball right field. Garcia will be there. Comes in, makes the catch. And the Cubs strand the bases loaded. We head to the 7th. It's 1-0 Texas. So Texas 1-0 lead so far. And now it will be Jean, Tavares, and Simeon the bat in the 7th. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta winds up and pitches to Jean. And he hits him. Ooh. So Zhang hit by a pitch, so we'll see what that does. And now the umpire has gone to both dugouts here. So let's see who the home plate umpire is here. It's going to be Chris Conroy. Along the umpiring group is Carlos Torres, Ron Copa, and Marty Foster. So again, this umpire group has issued a warning. Next hit by pitch, there will be consequences. Runner on first, top of the seventh, no score. Tavares, the batter. So here we go. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Zobrist has got it. Goes to second, but Tavares' speed will beat out the fielder's choice. So 1 out in the seventh. Here is Simeon. 1 for 3. The lone home run of the ball game came back in the fifth. We'll see if Tavares wants to run, though. 19%. He does. He gets the lead. He goes, and he is safe. He gets it off Arietta. So Tavares on at second with 1 out. Here's Simeon now. Contreras puts down the sign. Arietta from the stretch. Runner on second. 1 out. Pitch to Simeon. That's a ground ball to short. Tough play for Zobrist up the middle. Ooh, he'll get to it. Let's see. They're going to try to advance. They'll get the short out at first. So Tavares will go to third. There's 2 outs. The best. And now here's Corey Seager. This is where you got to play different game with. Your best. So I think Arietta might be done here. Let's see who will come in. Travis Wood will come in. So Wood will be the new pitcher for the Chicago Cubs. So runner on third, 2 outs of a 1-0 ball game. Wood will now pitch to Seager with possibly a pinch hitter for Carter on deck. Contreras puts down the sign. Wood from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Seager. And that's a strikeout for Wood. Big strikeout for Wood. We go to the 7th inning stretch. 1-0 Rangers. Get up and stretch. Texas 1-4-0. The Cubs 0-3-0. Bottom of 7th of this fantastic baseball game. The Cubs trying to pull this one out here. Again, this is a date right now. Again, we are playing the 2023 schedule. This is April 7th, 2023 games. Let's go to the scoreboard. Blue Jays lead the Angels 8-4. Washington leads Colorado 8-5. Seattle over Cleveland 7-2. Padres over the Braves 8-2. Sorry, Braves. Boy, they can't catch a break either. Diamondbacks over the Dodgers 2-1. Rays over the A's 4-2. Royals over the Giants 2-1. It is the White Sox over the Pirates 3-2. And the Brewers still lead the Cardinals 2-0. So the Brewers still looking for that number 1 win, Ben. Can they get it tonight? Bottom of 7th inning. Solar, Zobrist, Contreras, the bat for the Cubbies against Burke. So again, Heim puts down the sign. Burke with the pitch. Here's the pitch to Solar. Struck him out. Big strikeout for Burke. 1 away. So there's a first out. Here is Zobrist. He has lined out and walked. 1-0 Rangers. Bottom of the 7th inning. Classic pitchers duel here at Wrigley Field. It was a great year for them, actually. So, but they're just, they're struggling. They're playing a lot of great teams, and their pitching wasn't great. So they are. I don't, this happens. Again, it's a full schedule, so let's give it some time. But have to be the pessimist here and give you a hard time at this point. Heim puts down the target. Burke from the windup. Here's the pitch to Zobrist. And that's a base hit for Zobrist. He has a hit and a walk. He's on at first. So the Cubs trying to get a run here. We'll see what Burke does. He'll pitch to Contreras. On deck is Amora. Heim puts down the sign. Burke from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Contreras. And that's a catch X. Heim's a 1-E1. We'll see if he gets this one. He does on the pop-up 2 away. So now here's Amora. Interesting. What do you do? So the Rangers want to see if they can get this one here. Bottom of the seventh ball game. I don't like the idea of going with Leclerc here. So let's see here. So Amora the bat, 0 for 2. Heim puts down the sign. Burke from the stretch, 2 out. There's the pitch to Amora. And Amora, oh, that could be trouble. Burke looks up. He put his head straight down. He knows it's trouble. Deep left center field. Back goes Tavares. He goes back, and gone into the ivy and over the wall in left field. It is 3-0 Rangers. Or as they know, it's 2-1 Cubs. Sorry, wrong team. The Cubs take a 2-1 lead here in the seventh on a home run by Amora. So Amora, that's Amore. So Amora comes in as a first-time player this evening and smacks a 2-run homer in the bottom of the seventh inning to give the Cubbies a lead. So Heim now puts down the target. Burke, these Cub crazies are going wild. Here's a pitch to Fowler, and that's a walk. Here is Kawasaki. So now the Rangers will make another decision here. They will probably Burke in there to pitch to Kawasaki in this case. Cubs don't have a lot of guys to go in there with. So Hine puts down the target. Burke from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Kawasaki. Ground ball to short. Good play there by Seager. Goes to Simeon in the short way to end the inning. So the Cubbies are now up 2-1. So top of the eighth inning. So now for the Rangers, as now let's see what the Cubs will do on the defensive side. So top of the eighth ball game. It's a 2-1 ball game for the Cubbies, and it still is Wood, and he'll pitch to Carter. Yes, he will. It's lefty-lefty matchup, and definitely Carter does not hit well against lefty pitching, so they're going to need something different. It's going to be probably Robbie Grossman. So Robbie Grossman will grab a bat, but will that force a righty to come out for the Cubs? Let's see how much power he has. Doesn't have much. We'll pitch to Grossman here. So Travis Wood stays in. Contreras puts down the sign. Wood, the left-hander, pitch to Grossman. And that's a strikeout for Grossman. I think he swung out ball 4. 1 out in the eighth inning. So 1 out in the eighth inning, and here's Garcia. Boy, again, with the bad weather conditions, home runs are at a minimum. We've seen 2 in this ball game off the hitter's card. You're not going to get it on the ballpark results. So far, Texas 1-4-0, the Cubs 2-5-0. Contreras puts down the sign. Wood from the windup. Here's the pitch to Garcia. Pop to short. Major league pop-up. And he calls off Bryant. Zobrist calls off Garcia. Makes the catch, and there's 2 outs here in the eighth. Texas now down to their last 4 outs. So now with 2 outs here in the eighth inning. Now here's Mitch Garver. So Garver to swing. He's 1 for 3. So now Contreras puts down the sign. Wood, the windup. Here's the pitch to Garver. And that's a fly ball left field. Travis Wood does his job. Amora will come in and make the catch. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. Go to Rangers. Let's head to the bottom of the eighth. It's 2-1 Cubbies. So now here's Garver, followed by Heim and Lowe to bat in the eighth. Let's see. So hang on one second. Let's let it flip. I don't think it's flipped yet. Hang on, folks. Let's make sure here. Are we in the... Okay, yeah, I got to put a new left fielder. The new left fielder will be Robbie Grossman. Yeah, he came in. He has to go in there and replace... Carter. Ooh, Grossman's a 4. Yikes. So bottom of the eighth for the Cubbies. Rizzo followed by Bryant and Hayward. And Burke has to be out for Texas. So Burke will be out here. Let's get a new pitcher in here, and that will be don't want to throw a closer in. So let's see who the options will be. Let's bring a righty, Chris Stratton, kind of reverse right-handed pitcher. He'll come in and get a couple outs for me. So Chris Stratton will come in for the Rangers. Bottom of the eighth inning, 2-1 Cubs. Rizzo to batter. He's 1 for 3. Single back in the sixth. Hine puts down the sign. Stratton now with the pitch. And that's going to be, again, no home run in that one. Fly ball right field. Garcia, the wind's going to hold this one up and blow it right back. Garcia there makes the catch, and there's one out here in the eighth. Rizzo puts his bat down. Can't believe it. These conditions are definitely not what you expected here in Wrigley. One out in the eighth inning. So now here is Josh Hayward. Hayward in the game so far. Bottom of the eighth, 2-1 Cubs. The Cubs 2-5-0. The Rangers 1-4-0. Again, the game playing just a little bit on the slow side, waiting for Hayward to pop up. Give me a second as it does that. One out in the eighth. Sorry about the delay here at our facilities here. Cubs still lead 2-1, 2-5-0 for the Cubs, 1-4-0 for the Rangers. Here's the pitch, and that will be Chris Bryant. I guess had the wrong swing. Tavares is there. Will go in sliding with the catch. Good catch by Tavares. Triple 1-3, fly out otherwise. That's 2 outs. So now here is Hayward. My fault. I misread it. So 2 outs. Hayward 0-for-3 in the ball game. 28 at bats, has a home run and 5 runs batted in. Kime puts down the sign. Stratton with the pitch. This is where Stratton wants against left-handers. Ground ball down to third base. Jung is there. He comes up with it, goes across the diamond. Does he make the play on it? Yes, he does to end the inning. As Travis Wood does his job, he is the closer of record, but the Cubs have the lead, so we're going to need a closer here in the bottom of the ninth inning. So let's see who the closer is. And it's either going to be Rondon, who had 18. He's been in 3 innings of work, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, or it's Chappie. Chapman so far, 1 save, 2 innings of work, 2 strikeouts. So let's see who will be the best fit here. Right now, it'll be lefty, righty, major lefty. You know what? We're going to give 2 opportunities here. We're going to bring in Rodon here. You know what? 8 home runs and 50 at bats. That's going to be a lot of power on that card. So I'm going to make, we'll let it be Chapman. Chapman's going to come in. Here comes our Lotus Chapman. We get him for the full year. He was brought in as a trade during the 2016 season. So Chapman's a new pitcher. He is your new, with Cubs lead 2-1. For the Rangers, Heim, Lowe, Jung. 2 hitters that really want to see lefties. We'll see how this works here. Contreras puts down the sign. Chapman, the full windup and pitch to Heim. And that's a ground ball back to Chapman. Let's see if Chapman holds on to it. It's off the side of his glove. He picks it up, throws him out. Big out for Chapman. 1 out in the ninth inning. So 1 out in the ninth inning. Here is Nathaniel Lowe, 1-for-2 with the walk. Texas only down a run here. They have 4 hits. The Cubbies with 5. Contreras puts down the sign. Chapman looks in. Full windup to Nathaniel Lowe. And that's a ground ball to second. That's a tough play for Kawasaki. Is he going to make the play on it? He comes up, and that's a base hit. Oh, my. So Lowe gets on with a base hit. He gets it past Kawasaki. There is a bad infield there. Probably Javi Lopez gets to that one. So the Rangers have a batter here on board here in the ninth. So now for the Rangers, it'll be Jacques Jung. Boy, does he club left-handers. This will be an interesting choice here. And he'll stay in there right now. See if Chapman can get a double play on this. Contreras puts down the target. Chapman working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Zhang. And that's a strikeout for Chapman. 2 outs in the ninth. So Lotus Chapman with 2 outs, trying to get the final out here. So now with 2 outs, here is Leotis Taveras. Taveras to hit. He'll switch around bat right-handed here. He's a switch hitter, kind of prefers righties a little bit. So Taveras on deck is Simeon. Runner on first, 2 outs. Contreras puts down the sign. Chappie from the stretch. Runner on first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Taveras. Ground ball down the third. Tough play for Bryant. If he feels it, this game is over. Picks it up at third. Goes across the diamond. He does. Good play, and the Cubs win. And the Chicago Cubs, amazing win under dire situations because of injuries and everything, and the Cubs will win it and go 6-1. What a ball game. So the winning pitcher is Travis Wood, goes an inning and a third, brilliant relief. Chapman gets his second save. The loss is Burke. He went inning and third, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, including that 2-run jack in the ball game by the home run by Amora. So the Cubs get it. So let's look at the scoring again. Rangers score a run in the 5th. That was a home run by Simeon. And then the bottom of the 7th inning, Amora comes up and hits a 2-run jack job. And the Cubbies win it by the score of 2-1. So again, the Cubs 2-5-0. The Rangers 1-5-0. Winning pitcher is Travis Wood in relief of Arietta. The save will go to Chapman. The loss will go to Burke, who's in everything in third, 2 hits, 2 runs. That was the driver, we'd say. So now let's look at it. 5 hits apiece. Let's look at it. So everyone with 5, no one with double. That's Nathaniel Lowe was 2 for 3. He had 2 hits. We'll go ahead and bring a member and get the free watch to Amora. He was 1 for 3, a run scored in 2 RBIs with the game-winning home run in the 7th. He's the player MVP of this ball game. Let's take a look at some other stuff going on in baseball. So the Cubs go to 6-1, and the Rangers will drop to 5-2. So stay around here, folks, for a second. We'll go ahead and give you the rest of baseball statistics for this evening. Let's go here. Give me 1 second, guys. So let's see what we can do here. Let's go over the scoreboard. And so far for the scoreboard tonight is this. The Mariners over the Indians, 9-3. Moore to win, Caldwell the loss. That 19-20 Indian team struggles. White Sox over the Pirates, 8-2. Rare win for the White Sox. Garland with the win. Doc Ellis with the loss. He has 2 losses for the Pirates. Home runs by Dye and Creedy. So far it was the Giants over the Royals, 4-3. Winner Wilson, loser Herrera. Let's see what's going on here. The Dodgers defeat the Diamondbacks in 10 innings, 3-2. Osteen with the win, Kim with the loss. And then it was the Padres defeating the Braves 9-3. This Brave team continues to drop fast. 9-9, 15-0 for the Padres, 3-7-0 for the Atlanta Braves. It is the Nationals over the Rockies, 8-5. Winning pitcher Sanchez, loser Cook. Save will go to Voth. Home run by Zubal Cabrera had 2, and he has 2 for the season. And then is the Blue Jays over the Angels, 8-4. Winning pitcher Stewart, losing pitchers Washburn. Home runs by Henderson, Gloss his 5th, and Fulmer his 4th. And then it's the Brewers getting their first win. Hope you're still here, Ben. Winner is Pete Vukovich. Loser is Steve Carlton. Cecil Cooper with a big home run in the ball game. So the Brewers get their first win. That's a big one. And then it was the Rays coming back and beating the Athletics by a score of 4-3. Winning pitcher was Rice. Losing pitcher was Blue. The save will go to Wheeler. And then the game we just saw, Cubs win 2-1. Wood with the win, Burke with the loss, Chapman with the second save, Simeon and Almora had home runs. Thank you, folks. I appreciate everyone coming in. the next telecast, and we can do that. We don't know. We can probably do that pretty soon. We'll see how things are on the station, what we want to do. Give me 1 second to pull that down. I believe it's going to be Mariners and Indians. So let's look at it. New game will be, yes, the Mariners and Indians. So the Seattle Mariners, the only team that's not a World Series team. It's going to be Paul Abbott for Seattle and Guy Morton for the 1920 Indians. Should be good. And it'll be from League Field in Cleveland. So bring your top hats and nice dresses. And we'll have $1 draft nights here at the old League Field in Cleveland. And on Sunday Night Baseball, which will be on the 9th, we'll have the Braves and the Padres. Maybe the Braves will get their first win by then. Mark Langston will take on Kent Merker. Thank you, folks. This has been a presentation of this network, the Sports Time Machine. Thank you for coming in. Have a great rest of your evening. Again, final score: Cubs win this ball game, defeat the Rangers by the score of 2-1. Have a good night, everybody.